Hey everybody, conscious medium Brandon Ross. I am snacking on the job. I'm so sorry. Fire signs, I owe you a big apology. Where the air signs, the water signs, and the earth signs were all salvaged. Sometimes the fire signs just get lit on fire, guys. It's just what happens. It's how you guys are. It's how we are, right? But I'm excited to come to you here in October where we're going to do a general reading. Reverses are wild. And we're going to connect with the overarching energy of fire signs during the month of October. We're going to talk about Aries. We're going to talk about, of course, Leo and Sagittarius, all very important to getting things done in this universe. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. A couple of news and notes here right out of the gate. I want to remind you that you can jump in and like and subscribe and become a member today and be entered to win a couple of these really cool things. And, of course, I give away a reading a month that I do record. You're kind of, you're getting something, I get something. It's kind of fun. So jump in as a member. I do one at will and at random. And how you could win a reading with me is tell me why you're here. Tell me why the fire signs are your thing, right? Maybe you just kind of like the whole thing. Maybe you're an Aries sun. Maybe you're a Leo rising. Maybe you're a Sagittarius moon or all of the above. I'd love to find a triple fire sign, triple fire signs, triple water signs. Oh, right? I'm so jelly because I'm like water, fire, air. I have no grounding whatsoever. I'm all over the place. I really am. Just like this reading. Anyways, so, I also wanted to tell you, you guys notice my crystals here. I have a new partnership and a new sponsor of the channel. And if you look down below and take a look at the Crown Crystal link and use the promo code BRANR10, you can get 10% off any of your purchase today. They're our new sponsor here, and they want to see me do well. They notice that I talk about crystals. I talk about kyanite. I've got a golden healer here. I've got selenite. Standard issue if you're working with tarot. You got to protect, right? You got to ground. You got to elevate. Got to use them in equal measure. You got to figure it out. Maybe you're just along the journey. Maybe you need a handful of green adventuring. Maybe you got to ground yourself with some black tourmaline, or maybe you just got to elevate with that quartz crystal from heaven. You guys know what I'm talking about. Well, you can find it on this website. Go ahead and take a look at it. Crown Crystal, links in the description below. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do a center spread, which is about all of fire signs for the month. This also includes, what is going on with my candle? Isn't that funny that during the fire sign, my candle went out? What is up with that, everybody? That doesn't mean we can't. Oh, look at this. We can rejuvenate. A couple of fire signs in a proper placement will get you through. And listen, like all the readings, we're going to bless our time together. We're going to bring in our bright light. We're going to ask our guides to connect with one another as we ask for the messages to come through that we hope to receive. And we do this work in light, love, and laughter so we can become the best version of ourselves in all the work we're meant to do. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this work here today because this is what I'm meant to do for the greater good and the light of the world. We're going to ask our good friend from the Gilded Tarot to be our pace setter here today. Then we're going to do our call response here with our Great Unknown Tarot deck. And then this really cool deck, you might not have seen this. It was only really done through like social media promotions. But Soul Seeds, I don't even have a link for it. I don't even care. But if you like it, I'm going to find the link and put it down below. I'm gonna do a little shuffle here and get ourselves together. So the Gilded Tarot will be our pace setter. Then we'll do the call and answer with the Wild deck. And then, of course, we're going to do an affirmation for each one of the signs. But we're going to take a look at the center square here, as I like to call it, right here in the center. Let's talk about the fire energy for this month. What do we got coming through here? Oh, yeah. How about a little self-love, everybody? Self-love is the basis of all love. Queen, playing with the Queen of Hearts right there in the middle of it. So this is an emotional thing. This is about you trying to figure out your emotions. Maybe you're trying to keep them in check. Maybe you're trying to do some boundaries. Maybe you're just trying to be like self-love. I've kind of got it where it's at. Let's see how it unfurls. Oh, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So this is about you recognizing that it's about time you make yourself full of attention, right? It's about time for you to start to see how and why things are the way they are, and you're putting yourself first. Fire sign's not going to lie. This is putting yourself first. It's also your destiny to do so. Oh, yeah. Remember what I say about the emotion. Then the King of Swords comes in and says, yeah, well, I don't care. Aquarius energy, Libra energy, a little bit of Gemini here, but not reckless. Not the reckless side of air signs. It's more of like the personal accountability, personal responsibility. I'm seeing some boundaries come up, and you are definitely thinking about approaching things differently this time. The next time you head out in love, in self-love, and understanding where you are, you're not going to put yourself out too much. You're going to see this as a theme here, I have a feeling, through all of this. And, of course, it's based in judgment. Maybe you didn't do it right the first time. Maybe everybody went, really? That's what you're going to wear? All right, spirit wears new clothes. But here's the other thing about the judgment card, and if you've heard me talk about this, and by the way, if you like what I'm talking about here, and you like how I talk about this, why don't you sign up for the tarot class? The tarot class is coming up here in just a couple of weeks, starts the first week in November, and I am going to extend the one-day flash sale because I didn't get this video up in time. You all are benefiting. By the way, all the other signs should bow down and kiss your butt for this one. It's reasonably priced, guys. There's a lot of work to it. You get a booklet. You get everything else. Well, this is one of the fun things I talk about with the Judgment card. It's also the 2.0 card. It's the 20 card. It's you reinventing yourself. It's taking your past experiences and moving them forward so you do this. You are doing it better. You're doing it differently. Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries, Leo, Sag. Oh, yeah. Then the Hierophant comes out. You know the right way. It's time to do it the right way. There is nothing wrong with that statement. And by the way, we've all got stuff we're not happy about. We all do. We've all done that one thing where it's like, ooh, you guys remember that? Well, the Akashics remember. There's that. But here's the opportunity. You're not judged on your mistakes. You're judged on how you learn from your mistakes. You know, it's just the way I see it. But then again, I talk to dead people, so there's that too. All right, guys, let's do a little call response. Let's give a couple of 3 cards here. In return, what is up with this? Apparently, that's what happens when you light dry brush on fire, and then you're like, why am I coughing? Is it spirit? No, it's asthma. I spilled that all down the front of me. It's a good thing I don't have an interview today. Not that I'm interviewing. Anyways, guys. Let's do a little call response here. Oh, what's the reasoning? I'll tell you why the reasoning. The Age of Aquarius. The Star card comes out. You are getting your act together and doing it differently, and you're going to do it right. Sun, Moon, Rising, Fires. You're going to do it right in love. You're going to do it right in your presence. You're going to do it right in your essence. Oh, love Emperor. Then the Emperor shows up. By the way, this is Aries energy right here, everybody. So you've got this Aquarian energy. You've got this Aries energy. And by the way, this energy is really about you connecting the dots of your self-purpose. Do people in your life value you, or do they use you? Uh-oh, reading just got real. By the way, were you using other people? Were you just letting them kind of meander and not put together a boundary, let them think that what was there was real? Well, then, Father of Swords comes out. You know, we come in with emotion, we leave with emotion. Father of Emotions is similar to the King of Swords. But this is about putting your knowledge to good use and not getting so emotional about it. So fire signs, you've got a lot to think about. You got a lot to handle. Right? Whew. You're like a Black Crowes tune. Actually, it's a remake, but Black Crowes knows it. All right, guys. Aries, let's take a look at you. Again, we go 2 and 2, and then what we're going to do is this affirmation card as well. Here we go. By the way, reverses are wild in this. All right, guys. So King of Pentacles comes out. There's something really practical about how you go about things. Hi, Aries. There really is a dynamic. I got to work on that camera angle. Thank you very much. Note to self. Do better next time. But this time we'll get through. I'm a work in progress, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. So the King of Pentacles comes out, and let's talk about this for a second there, Aries. This is about you saying enough. This is about you saying, you know what? If I don't get something good out of this, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. This ain't for me. I'm not gonna pay attention to you. You know why? Because you're in the middle of a transformation, Aries. Right? The Aries moon is coming out this month, also known as the Hunter's moon. And by the way, what does this have to do? Aries, your first house. You are the essence of what we project and promote. You are the rising sign when you get right down to it, right? But this is about your self-certification. This is about you saying to yourself, I need to change this, right? Oh, by the way, the other ways that the Hunter's Moon is going to really invoke everything with the fire signs, you're going to be a little on edge, guys. You're going to be frustrated because you're like, I know what to do. Just get out of my way. Especially when it comes to love, when it comes to emotion. That's why fire signs tend to love this time of the year and hate it all at the same time, because we're like, I like pumpkin spice latte cider. However, why are you in my fucking life? I'm paraphrasing, but it's a quote. It's a quote. Anyways, I reference Hunter's Moon, which is also a great ghost song. Go look it up. It's actually about someone who had a soul tether to someone who passed, and they kept coming back this time of the year during the Hunter's Moon. It was used for one of the Halloween movies. It's a great tune. Hunter's Moon. Type it in, Ghost. Anyways, okay, guys. Oh, somebody's moving. Somebody's traveling. Somebody's rolling. Three of Wands comes out. This is about you saying, you know what? I got to get this right because the world needs me. Maybe I got to travel. Maybe I got to get there. And how about something new? All right side up. Ace of Wands. This is about you coming in with a new energy. A new you're going to capture the essence of who you are in your fire energy and get it done. The lessons are here. The lessons are here in the energy. The action, though. Whew. King of Pentacles right out of the gate. You have learned some hard lessons, right? You've learned some lessons, and now you're ready to apply them. Good for you, Aries. Still care about you. Still love you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries. You're getting it together, and I'm proud of you. Couldn't be more proud of you. All right, let's do a little affirmation here. Yeah, you know, it kind of makes sense. This is about boundaries, really, when you think about it. I set clear boundaries for everyone. It's a greater good. You know, why wouldn't you do it that way? You know, it's like when the mask falls down on the airplane, you're supposed to put it on yourself first before you help anybody else. Of course, if you're trying to rip the parachute out of their hand, nobody's putting on the mask anyways, and that's kind of in your nature too, Aries. But let's just stick to the topic. Let's get it done the right way, right? All right, Aries, love you to death. Glad that you are part of the journey here today. Leo, let's take a look at where you're at here. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, Two of Cups. Soulmate action going on. Maybe this is about you resolving some things. Maybe it's you finding the person in the mirror. Again, don't forget, you're doing things for the greater good here. So maybe this is about a partnership. Maybe this is about an agreement, an arrangement, something coming in here. Oh, and then you get Seven of Cups upside down, little reverse action here. I think what this is really telling us here is don't have too many choices. Don't get cluttered down with too many ideas. Maybe it is being committed to that one person. Maybe it is understanding that it is finding your zone and understanding where you're supposed to be. Getting rid of all the dreamer stuff, right? This just in. How about the Two of Swords? First of all, one of the reasons why I really like this deck is how they do use color in it, right? So the Two of Swords comes in. This is about a decision. This is about you deciding for yourself what's best for you and taking out the emotions, right? That's kind of a key thing for you, Leo. We get emotional, right? Sagittarius are super emotional. Leo is like, it bites me in the ass at the worst time. And then Aries are like, emotions? What is that? What odd emotions? Calm down, Aries. I'm picking on you, but kind of accurate. What a great way to top off the tarot portion of this program for you, Leo. How about the Four of Wands, Four of Sticks? How about a little happy ever after? How about some joy and celebration? So what I think this is advising you is to say, pay attention to what you have, not what you don't have, right? And pay attention to the decisions that you make. It's all about choices. Choices, choices, and more choices. This is kind of brilliant. Here is our, gosh, I love this. I really do love this deck. The Soul Seeds. And by the way, guys, if you enjoy this, I actually am going to be announcing next week a November challenge. It's a sign up where you get a video a day from me, and you basically it's a month of gratitude all through November. And I see this here, and I choose to live in alignment with love. I got to work these cards in here somewhere. I'm almost done. I start filming this on Wednesday. I choose to live my life in alignment with love. It really is about boundaries, making the right choices, right? You started with a 2 of Cups. Thank you very much, Leo. Thank you for being a part of things here. Don't forget to write down below, what are you? What draws you to this? Are you just kind of like, are you behind enemy lines, checking out what the fire signs are up to? Huh, Capricorn? Or are you an Aries rising? Are you a Leo sun? Are you a Sagittarius moon? Let me know below. Give me your call signs. All right, guys. How about this, Sagittarius? Always so optimistic. But let's pay attention to you. Let's pay attention to your needs here for a second, Sagittarius. King of Wands comes out, and it's all about you. By the way, if you don't get any, it's not Barry White's fault. You know it. I know it. So do they. Let's take a look at our cross section here. Oh, yeah. And listen, maybe you feel like a double dose of this because this is a reverse card too. Five of Pentacles. This is about being left out in the cold. This is about you recognizing that maybe you haven't gotten the love you deserve. I get a lot of emotion with this because when the King of Wands comes out, he's kind of like, eh. Now, this could be a financial card as well, but in this position, it's really, truly about how they kind of play off of. This is one of the things that we talk about in my tarot class. It's not necessarily that if you open up the book and you go, okay, the Five of Pentacles means loss, feeling left out, and unfulfilled. But it really doesn't mean anything until you get this King of Wands sitting here. And the King of Wands is badass sitting there going, hey, look at me. Remember that great song in the 1980s? What about me? It isn't fair, I've had enough just to not get copywritten. You almost caught me, you two. You almost caught me. All right, now let's take a look at the other side of this. Oh, yeah, 3 of Cups. Reason to celebrate, guys. Listen, this emotion had to happen so they could get you to happiness. Let them get you to happiness. I won't get copywritten for that. I just made it up. Then you got a 10 of Cups. Nothing but happy. Nothing but happy. Sagittarius, you are walking into this. I totally just dropped this card. This is really good video. Oh, God, I'm knocking stuff over. I hate it when Spirit does that. But here you go. You get yourself another happiness card. Thank you for laughing at home, by the way. I can hear some of you laughing. I can feel some of you laughing. I can also hear some of you going, what the fuck? What? And then some of you have already left the channel and gone, Moving Pictures, 1985. What about me? Anyways, great read for you, Sagittarius. This is about your happiness. Maybe, especially for your Sagittarius moon. I really feel this for Sagittarius moon right now. But any Sagittarius, I mean, listen, you know your self-value, you know your self-worth, and you're like, yeah, I'm not going to be left out in the cold anymore. Recognize. Get in there. All right, how about a little affirmation? Which, by the way, I knocked over like half of these cards. I'll have to do this. Oh, here we go. Love this. I give myself permission to have fun and to be playful. And by the way, both of these jumped out. Each breath is a fresh start. You know what? I'm going to drop that right in the center there. I'm going to give this to Sagittarius. I give myself permission to have fun and be playful. Come on, Sagittarius. Get back to who you are, what you know, how you roll. Oh, I feel so good about it. I also feel really good about the fact that I haven't burned the microphone once in the entire time that I've been talking. And I hope it's not crackling, everybody. I'd be willing to do this again and again and again. And I have had such tremendous growth with just understanding how this equipment works because I really feel... I know there's a lot of choices out there, and I know that there's a lot of tarot readers. There's a ton of tarot readers. There's a ton of astrologers, and there's a ton of mediums. And I know who I am now. By the way, the book comes out on 10/10/22. I'm going to be talking more about that next week as it comes to the launch. But I want to thank you guys for being a part of things here. I know I have something to say, and I know that what I'm doing to help the world hear me is going to help you encourage it. I hope you find this a very encouraging prospect here. And by the way, I don't sweep the hard stuff under the rug. I've been accused of that. I read the posts. But on the other side of it, too, don't we have enough to get ourselves beaten up over? I mean, come on. There's unprovoked wars going on. There's food shortages. There's energy issues. There's blah, 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 blah. And then you have your brother-in-law on your front lawn, like, in nothing but a pair of, like, see-through terry cloth shorts and no T-shirt and water in the lawn the second day of fall going, hey, Clark. Just kidding. I pick on him all the time, but I love him. Anyways, isn't there enough in the world to get us in the way? Why not lift each other up with stuff like this? So I want to thank you guys for being a part of things here. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you. I see you see me, and I hope you see that I'm really trying at this, and I want to grow at it, and I want to get good at it because I have something to say. And once I get all these technical things worked out, I got a lot to say. I want to thank you guys for being part of my journey. We're going to give each other the heart tap, as we always do. Tell each other we love and care for one another, and to simply remind each other to keep going. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I promise I will get better. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Keep going.